Hey, Welsh Dragon Metals here. Today I will be showing how to make copper Cupid's bow and arrow pendants. Already made quite a lot. These are from previous productions. Pretty variable in size as well as style. Make recurve bows or long bows, short bows, so on. As well as different length arrows. You could probably also make a broadhead type arrow with some light effort. And these are components that I will be using, as they will be going on clasps with some charm chain and some dangly bits. These I also showed how to make in the jewelry findings video, which is simple metal beads, and they're required for this build. Also required some pliers and metal bending tools, and of course copper to work with. Try and get a good angle. The sun has left me today, so could be brighter. Well, that'll do nicely. So move all these aside. Like most of my items, these will eventually be put onto necklaces and probably sold on eBay. If you haven't got the materials or will to make such things. Bit of copper wire. So start with a nice loop, just like a split ring. Cut a bit to length, don't want it too long. Straighten that out a little bit. Again, other side. All the way around. This will be undone, as I will have to thread the bead on. It's just for shaping. Similar to the U clasps that I showed how to make. So just get the nice form going. Nice sort of bow shape. Okay, I'll unbend that a bit. We'll be going back on and put a bead on there. No, not straight enough. And then just reclose that. Quite thick gauge copper, this. I am using variable gauges though, some are thicker than others. So that will be going by there. It will require a squish with these pliers. I'm using the flat end, not the toothed end to do this. Squish it carefully at an angle if possible. More angled the better. And there's the bow formed. Easy enough to make an arrow for these. Don't want a too long an arrow for this one, and I don't need too large a ring on the top. Very small ideally, like that. Straighten it up, but not too much. Now the end, which isn't very arrow-like, so we'll use the wire bending tool's flat part to straighten it out. See the flat part there? Just in that little pinchy bit. To squish the top very slightly. See that? A little bit more, and alternate as you go further down. Give that a little pinch. Do it with the other pliers. Got a nice little point going on that. And flatten it out also. So it'll go nicely with that button. So there's one done. Let's make another one. I'll make 3. Same as the pendulum pendants I made last time. Make this one a bit longer. Nice long bow, I should think. Same again, other direction. Sort of kinking up there. The wire is a bit more tough. Probably open it from that end, not the other. This is a bit stubborn. That can happen. Same again. More of a V there, don't want that, that's too much. Straighten that out a little bit using the squishy end. Very nice. Got a bead on there. Same as last time, open this part. Slide bead on. You close your loop. Simple sort of pendants these. Don't take too much effort to make, or material, or time. Unless you count the mining of the copper, that is. In this case extracted from electrical waste. Taking some placement, that one. There we go. Actually, it'll look better at that angle, I reckon. A little bit, move that. Bend it from the angle, if I can. Okay, nicely formed. Arrow time. Longer arrow for the longer bow. Make it a bit more ship shape. And squish the end. More pressure as you get towards the end. Give it a pinch. Give it a nice arrow, sort of pointy bit. Nice. So I've got a couple there. Need another bit of copper wire, as all that is all that's left. That's not enough. Just doing small bows, short bows and long bows here. Not a recurve bow, although could do. Make this one about the same length. This would be about the ideal size. But I suppose finer chain necklaces with thinner chains, more appropriate to make the smaller versions. Less long and such. Thinner gauge copper wire. Also make your work easier if you use thinner gauge wire. So another bead there. Showed how to make them in the jewelry findings video, check it out. Several different findings there to be made. Great if you're a jeweler or starting out or want to make your own findings rather than buy online, as it can get extremely expensive. So recurve bow now, flat end as you can see. Sort of strange looking, I know. That's what recurve bows look like. Basically horseback bows used for firing on horses. But it can't be all that bad since the Mongols used them to terrorize China. So they must be pretty good bow and arrows, I guess. I've only ever used compound bows and short bows, so. Same for that. Don't really like the look of recurve bows myself, but they are a thing. Have a better formed one here. You can see more of angled. I think I'll do that. Give it a little crimp here. Make it more recurve bowy, if that's such a word. Well, it is now. A little bit better on the recurve form. Arrow time. Then I'll put all them golden bits on, including the clasps, as these will be retachable pendants. Just going to take them off whatever I put them on, necklaces and such. Give them some variability. Besides, someone might want to hang them somewhere else rather than a necklace, or have them as little charms as is. So, bows and arrows done. Just attach some charm chain and split rings now. Got very nice shiny gold split rings here. Wrong tool. I'm also going to put some dangly bits on. Some of these little beads. Add some niceness to them. Actually need more split rings than what I have. Oh well, it's not an issue. Close up quite easily, these split rings. High-ish quality. So get a couple more split rings. I didn't actually get enough. Shiny jewelry findings. sorts of different components in there. And that's the findings that I'm on about. Making your own, you'll save quite a bit. So another split ring here. You can attach clasps. These are the type that open and close, lobster clasps they're called. If you're looking for the name. Quite nice. Unusual little things. Sustainable also. So a couple more and then I'm done. Can guess what this pile will look like when finished. Well, there's no point skipping the process. So some time does go into making these things, I guess, after all. Is that the right one? Quite easily close these plus split rings, could use strength alone. Wow, very reflective. Taking too long to make the charm chains at least. Looking quite pretty from where I'm sitting. Shiny. Some dangly bits. Those are actually for bracelet adjusting components. For, variable size bracelets. To add in that extra inch. So, not their original use. Look at that. Very pretty bow and arrow pendants. Very shiny. Let's have a close-up inspection of them also. End the video, see what was produced and what it was produced from. So there's the bow and arrow pendants that were just made. They're all quite nice. Probably look better on a non-wooden background. I will take some different images of these and post them in my Instagram and Twitter. They'll no doubt look better with some different backgrounds. As look, they look completely different when they're in my hand compared to when they're on the table. Well, they are very nice, provided they have the right lighting. And there's the copper material it was made from and the tools necessary to make them. Next videos I will probably be doing something with this thin tin sheet. What? I'm not quite sure. Probably cut out some interesting sort of pendants. Maybe an Egyptian ankh. My father, flat earth British, suggested I make some Hindu swastikas. Probably be a popular type of design. And I could probably do stars, love hearts, that sort of stuff. Some more generic sort of charms. It's a pure tin sheet that, hand poured by me. So keep an eye out for that. Should be interesting. Till next time.